What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Z, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 guys that you're going to date while adulting. For those of you guys that follow me on Instagram, I did a poll and it was asking what my next video topic should be. One was talking about top 5 guys that you'll date while adulting, and the other was top 5 girls you'll date while adulting. I really wanted to make the girls one because, out of personal experience, it would have been easier for me to make the one about girls. But in this poll, the girls won, so I'm doing top 5 guys you'll date, which, it's not that bad. We're going to do this top 5 style, starting from number 5 all the way down to number 1. And number 5 is this guy. He's going to be there whenever you need him, whether it be a shoulder to cry on, you're going through some things and you need that support. Now, the thing is, you're probably going to think this guy is the one, but I'm here to tell you he's not. You're probably going to break up with him. And you know how you're going to break up with him? Through emotions. As much as you need that emotional support in your life, that's not it. Girls or females are very emotional creatures. Yes, they do need emotional support. And yes, they do want a shoulder to cry on. But if that's all you have to offer, then the girl is not going to take it. She's going to love you back, and he's going to love you. He's not going to love you like any other guy, except for number 1, but we'll get to that later. He's going to love you as hard as he can because he knows you need him, and he needs you. So you guys love each other, and that's just what it is. All right, now number 4. The military guy. Now, I know what you guys are going to say. I'm never going to date or marry a military guy. Well, just like I warned you, this video is just what I see on the day-to-day and my own personal experience. And majority of the people that I went to school with or that I know are either dating or has dated a military guy. Now, this dude, everything he says is probably too good to be true. You're going to believe everything he says only because you know that he can provide for you. This dude, he's in the military, so you've probably never seen him in your life. You might see him. You probably never will see him. You don't know. But he said he's going to give you the world. You only known him for like 2 weeks, and he's going to want to marry you. He's going to buy you a house. He's going to buy you a car. He's going to buy you anything that you want. And you're going to fall in love with this dude. But you're going to fall in love with him, fall out of love with him, and it's just going to be this continuous cycle. Now, that's not to say some people don't marry the military guy. Some people do marry the military guy. You might end up marrying the military guy. But no, sometimes you don't. Because then you realize, bro, I'm sitting at home. He's not here. He's in war. He's probably not going to come home. And then you're sad and emotional, and you might end up cheating. You might get a divorce. You might break up with him. I don't know. It could be a lot of things. All right. Now, number 3 is this one right here. Y'all might be mad at me about this one, but it's so true. I can't even tell you how many females I know where this one is true. And son, you can like interchange this list. This one can be on either of the list, really, on either number of the list. It can be number 1, number 2, or it can be right in the middle for you. I don't know. Best friend, girl, this dude, he is like all of them in one, except the military guy. But he's like all of them in one. He's that some most emotional support that you need. He's that shoulder to cry on. He can provide for you. He's always been there for you since day 1. Like, you tell him everything. He knows all your secrets. So eventually, later on down the line, it can't be middle school or high school, obviously, because you probably friend zone this dude. And he probably, he accepts that you friend zone him. But deep down, he really wants to be with you. I know it's harsh, but you guys are going to break up. It's not going to last. You know why? Because it's awkward. That's not the number 1 reason, but it happens. It's awkward. Because you've been friends with this dude this whole time. You've never given him no other emotion You never, loved him. You might have loved him like a friend or like a brother, but it's never been that intimate type of love. It's always been that, oh, I love him because we're friends. You know what I mean? So you guys are gonna break up, and one, because it's awkward. Two, because he knows everything about you. You know everything about him. It's kind of hard to date someone that you've never had no intimate emotions about. It's kind of hard to date them and then just decide, you guys don't want to date anymore. Or maybe, it ruins your friendship. Most times when you date your best friend and then you guys break up, it ruins your friendship. I know it sucks, but it happens. And you probably really wanted to try it out. And you tried it out, it didn't work, you guys broke up. All right. Now, number 2. Your baby daddy. Yes, out of this whole list, you're probably going to date your baby's dad. Now, I know what you're saying. I know what you're thinking. Out of all this list, how is that how is that so high in the list? How is that number 2? Well, let me tell you. Out of all these guys on the list, like I said before, this list is interchangeable, Not all of them is one individual guy. Some of them is probably multiple guys. It could be one individual guy. It could be who you're dating right now. But this dude, you thought you were in love with him. You thought you guys were going to get married. You guys had big plans. You guys had a lot of stuff that you were going to do. And then it didn't work out. So you ended up having a kid. I mean, you kind of have to date your baby's dad in order to have a baby. But you can't say that for everybody. Some people don't date and they have kids, or, you had a one-night stand without using a condom. You thought you was on birth control and you weren't, or you thought that he was using a condom and he wasn't because condoms get rid of the feeling or whatever. So he busting in you, you had a kid. Anyway, you dated your baby dad. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Now, this guy, most times, you don't plan a future with this guy. Some people do. Some people think they're in love with their baby dad, and then they end up planning a future with him. But sometimes it doesn't happen like that. You might think that you guys are going to be together forever, but as soon as you show him that positive sign on the pregnancy test, this dude is out. He don't want nothing to do with you. Sorry to say it, but it happens. So, number 2 is baby dad. All right, number 1. My final one on this list. Now this one, out of this whole video, you guys are going to love me for this one. Well, first off, you have to date your husband. You don't just run into this guy and he's dreamy and he loves you and all this stuff, and now all of a sudden you guys are married. No. Now, the great thing about your husband is he's every guy on this list. That's the first thing. He's every guy on this list. He's an emotional support guy. He's your best friend. Eventually, he'll be your baby's dad. He could be the military guy. That's optional. It's like 50-50 with that one. And then he's everything that you need him to be. He's there when you need him. He provides for you financially. He provides for you emotionally. He provides for you physically, if you know what I'm talking about. And he's just all around great guy. To you, he's probably perfect. To somebody else, he's probably not. But to you, he's everything that you want and need him to be. He loves you. You love him back. You think he's going to be the one. And eventually, he is the one. This dude, I mean, everything that you've been looking for, everything that you've been hoping for, this guy is it. And eventually, you start a family. Well, you get married first. Then you start a family. You just have this all around just great everything. I mean, everything with him is so great. You guys might argue, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, he loves you, you love him, and you guys are probably going to be together forever. At least if you think marriage is as valuable as it's supposed to be. You guys are going to end up being together forever. You're going to have 15,000 kids. You're going to have this big old mansion. It doesn't always happen like that, but sometimes it does. And this guy, you never thought that a guy like this would love you or just be with you, period. But he is, and he loves you back, and he wants to be with you. And that's my list. Thank you guys for watching. My last video did so great. I got 52 views as of this recording or as of this post. You guys really surprised me with that one. I was not expecting to get that many views, but I'm glad I did. Thank you guys so much. Like this video, share it, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Also, when I post a new video, I'll post it on Instagram first to let you know that a new video is up. Oh man, if you guys can leave a comment or any feedback on what do you want to see next or what you think about the channel, let me know. Any feedback is good feedback and it'll only help me improve on this and make my channel better. So, any support that you guys can give me is great. Thank you guys so much and peace out.